Hand clap to the massive brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to the one and only reaction on this here Mystelics reaction, guys. Brothers and sisters, don't forget to do what? Click the thumbs up button right there. Click it, brothers and sisters. Click the like button, man. I would appreciate that right there. And of course, subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations as they tend to come through. When they tend to come through, brothers and sisters, you'll be notified, of course, when they drop right there and then. So I would appreciate if you definitely subscribe and of course help in this channel to grow further and further as time goes by, brothers and sisters. Anyway, brothers and sisters, let us get into the vibrations for the day. Of course, I thank God I put this in, brothers and sisters, because I just realized that this is something that I experienced last night, brothers and sisters. This is actually the ocean right there.
It's crazy right there.
This is me. This is the ocean, bro. Let me tell you, guys, if you saw the ocean last night and this morning, well, we actually have it on the Mystelics vlogs last night. Yeah, actually post a little snippet of it after we came up from the Bahamas, brothers and sisters. We had to flee from the Bahamas, man, because the hurricane was coming in rapidly, coming with a force, man. I think when it landed as a category 3, it's indicating that it might increase because it's heading back to water again, you know, warm water, Atlantic Ocean. You know, it's there already, brothers and sisters. Anyways, the waves were beating us, man. It was giving us some serious blows. So definitely check that link in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. The latest vlog that I posted out. And of course, we fled from the Bahamas, man. Anyways, brothers and sisters, with that stated right there, let us get into the vibrations as indicated. And of course, this thing is something rather interesting that we're seeing. We see some group of individuals. Who are these people? I have absolutely no idea. I can't make out anybody, but I'm sure probably one of you guys can make out your family and friends inside it, because Mystelics family is pretty big, and probably one of the Mystelics family are probably inside there as well. So kudos to the individuals out there. Of course, they are indicating that Dominica is well represented at the Caribbean Week of Agriculture CWA 2024. North Agricultural Region, or North Agriculture Region Women Farmer. Boy, that is something else. Gilles Carbon, I guess that's one of the individuals who is part of this thing. They should have put a comma, Gilles Carbon, as part of the panel on inclusive market system approach, the Foundation for Climate Resilient Agriculture. We come up with that climate resilient vibes, not true, brothers and sisters? So you think whatever happens, the world wouldn't create vegetation, it wouldn't create fruits? You think it just, this is why we have to take care of what the Creator has given us, brothers and sisters. This is why I say, hey guys, maybe we should probably build back the dams and stuff, you know, to help the water, and then the water will probably, you know. But anyways, brothers and sisters, it seems like people me that do know better. You know, I probably do know better, so let's just leave that right here. Anyways, the Foundation for Climate Resilient Agriculture and CARICOM Youth winner Kevon Vidal was a panelist on the Youth in Action Forum. Less talk, more action. Interesting. I'll give my point on that in a while. Congrats to all farmers for sharing their knowledge and insight to the Caribbean Network. Now, it's nice that the farmers get to share their information and their knowledge and what have you, brothers and sisters, their skills, the practicalities and what have you. What is it doing for Dominica? You know, sometimes I always tend to see people, they always have certain meetings, they have all kind of meetings for business and entrepreneurs, and they bringing you on top carbrits and making you feel like you're going to get a money to do this and that. If you see outside. Boy, here. Anyways, so like before I was rudely interrupted by myself, brothers and sisters. But I was trying to wonder, okay, we have all these things happening. What is the fruit? What is the output? You have the input but no output. What is the point of hosting this kind of things there? Has agriculture increased because of these kind of seminars? Have the youth have a drive for it, or are you just trying to leave Dominica? Which one? Because we always have these kind of things there. I'll see they have women empowerment meetings and all kind of things, and absolutely nothing is coming from these things right there. Absolutely. Agriculture, Dominica was one of the best in agriculture. Dominica should in fact be the best in agriculture, because Dominica pretty much has everything: the land, the soil, the water. The land and soil is the same thing. Soil, water, and bare sunshine, brothers and sisters. Volcanic soil, right amount of sunshine, and well, we hopefully will be able to sustain our water in the next 5 to 10 years, because it's going down the drain, brothers and sisters. If you guys notice, in my lifetime, I see Layu River in its mass. Well, from my point of view when I was a little youth, I see Layu River in its mass, because we used to surf in the Layu River. The Layu River had a current, I tell you, and there was a long rock inside the Layu River, and we used to jump in that and surf that down Yes. You know, people wouldn't do this today because children feeble these days, but back in the days, that's what we used to do. Try doing that now, no. See if you don't break your foot. Because you will jump in and you just hit the rock under the river. That is the state that Lai has come today. And Lai is the biggest river in Dominica. The biggest. I think the deepest one is the Indian River in Portsmouth. But the longest is Lai River. Are we not looking to conserve these things? Nothing of that sort. Yet still be talking about agriculture. Brothers and sisters, if we don't look at ourselves and look at we see the trend, my goodness. Dominica will soon become a desert. It's not too far-fetched. No wonder Antigua is trying its best to be the nature island of the Caribbean now. And by right, it has been nominated correctly. I know some people will say, no, this and that, yeah. But the nature island, the nature tourists, they visit Antigua more than they visit Dominica. They visit all the other Caribbeans more than they visit Dominica. Even St. Vincent, I believe, has toppled Dominica in tourism. If I'm not mistaken, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But I remember at one point in time, they were almost close. They were closely the same. And St. Vincent took on a measure to try to increase its capacity when it comes down to tourists. What has Dominica done? We finally, because of the aid of American Airlines and some others, I think JetBlue is the other one. You see the shaking, guys, a wave we hit there. But we're not turning over. Anyways, so because of these people who have decided, hey, we have extra fleets, let's see if we can go into other islands and link up with Dominica. That's how we get there. You think Dennis Charles and these people had anything to do with it? Anything at all? But it's interesting that I'm talking about these things, brothers and sisters, but agriculture should be the main thing that Dominica focuses on. Ask any economist in the world, ask any agriculturalist in the entire universe that knows about Dominica. They'll tell you, why isn't Dominica pursuing agriculture with a vigor? We should be pursuing agriculture like it's our breath that we breathe in with. And then we see in these kind of meetings, and it's so nice to have these meetings, but unfortunately, what has happened as a result of these things? Absolutely nothing at all. So what will be the point of hosting these meetings? Maybe for the people who hosting it to make some money? That's it? And to come and talk and, yeah, at least we give all you the knowledge. No practicality at all. None at all. I'll never forget when they were on top cabrits, you know, teaching the young adults how to do farming, where they want to go in fall business, or, you know, growing their crops and these kind of things. There talking about they will give grants. Nothing come from it. Absolutely nothing come from it. One of my friends was in there, that's how I know. And the boy was big. He had the drive for him to push for him to do these things. The boy wanted to do it. Absolutely nothing come from it. I've been hearing about these meetings time and time over time again, and nothing is being done. Why is that? Why is that? Brothers and sisters, why do you think that is? I really want to know. What do you think that is? Anyways, brothers and sisters, we move along right there. Anyways, there's a huge problem again, of course, according to DBN right there. Can we, some individual is asking, can we handle another spike in our electricity bill? We've been hearing that another we're going to get another. Brothers and sisters, well, you don't realize what is happening. If you look at the world and see if what is happening in Dominica happens other places. Just look and see if it happens in other places. It is as if the world bodies are coming together and say, hey, let us push this through our countries. Even though the world bodies were not voted in by the people, the world bodies are deciding, hey, let's control who the people voted for. This is why it's important to vote for the right set of people. Because if you vote for the wrong set of people, what's going to happen? These people are going to cater to their masters. You remember the reset that took place? Even with DLP, SKERRIT put his people there. You know, we know these brothers and sisters, they were making noise in Portsmouth with Ian when they tell Ian he go in to replace him. They were making noise. SKERRIT was on his way, alleged to be on his way to Portsmouth. And when he heard the noise that was happening, he didn't show up in Portsmouth. He make a wrong and go back where he come out. Things SKERRIT got me all you melee making noise. I say that is coming, brothers and sisters. And if the people were voting for who they really wanted, most times, most of the people who are representing the people today will not be there. They will not be there in any way, shape, or form because the people know or should know better. But because they trust the very person that should not be trusted. They then bow themselves and accept whatever is given to them when they, hey, last week, humans, boy. Yeah. And we hearing about this thing, additional, they charge all you more for water. You don't even using water, but you have to pay $15 minimum. Even if you use zero consumption, brothers and sisters, because they're not consumption, you paying water on. Boy. And the thing is, humans, it's interesting when you look at it, brothers and sisters. Just like VAT. VAT was not supposed to be lasting. VAT was supposed to start and end. VAT is still happening today. Look, we have the $15 and this addition. You think in the next 20 years they're going to disappear? We might be fighting over the increase of these things. Imagine this, boy. It's interesting when you push the envelope. And when humans get accustomed to that envelope, they say, okay, well, it is what it is. Then they bring that envelope has been the new norm. Then they push in the envelope again. And people doesn't realize these things that is happening. But sometimes I don't wonder if it's me that mad. I probably insane, I probably the mad one. Because the way people thinking and the way people talking, people going based on their feelings, not necessarily objective reality. People come in and talk nice things. Oh, this is what I'll do. This is what I'll do. They're not doing it in their stead. Kind of reminds you of Kamala. Kamala talking about opening borders and doing this and closing borders and all kind of things there. Things that they can do now, today. They're not doing it, but they're waiting for another term to come in for them to do the things that they say they're going to be doing. Really? And people not seeing those things as an issue? When SKERRIT them come in and make all these promises, brothers and sisters, time and time over time again. I remember about the international airport. SKERRIT was promising the international airport. He promised it, election, no international airport. Next election, he promised it again, no international airport. He come back, he promised it again, no international airport. Then he come and said, okay, we Dominica cannot sustain international airport. I remember that. And then next time he come back and say, okay, international airport, then international airport, and now they're starting something in really? We have to open our eyes, brothers and sisters, and not believe our feelings. Forget our feelings. Look at what we've seen and what we've seen, and if it's not conducive to proper reality or proper decision making, then go against it. I don't understand. They putting up bills and look the person complaining there. Letter to Dominica, breaking news right there. Letter to the editor. Today, when I went to pay my usual bill of $170, EC dollars, I was informed by the staff, most likely by Dominica, that there has been an increase, an additional increase. Not just an increase, but an additional increase. So it has been increasing before of $5, bringing that individual to $275. This is concerning. That is a $5 you could have put in the bank to elas. The bank self. That's a whole other story. Boy, I just wonder if people really know what's happening to them, boy. People don't know nothing about inflation. They know they're making 2% in the bank. If the inflation is higher than the 2%, even though you see in your bank account increasing, that means the value in your bank is worth less. You think bank does save their money in bank, they're using your money. They're giving you 2% and they're making about 11 to 15%. Completely defeating inflation, so their value is actually increasing. They're taking the money from your money that's supposed to be applied to you. Boy, tell you about humans all you. This is concerning as it follows a previous increase. So that's another increase and seems to be part of a broader trend. Yes, brothers and sisters, I actually told you guys these things. One thing with me, I was telling people what's gonna happen to them because I know what's gonna happen, brothers and sisters. The trends are very easy to follow, especially if you look at the global. You've seen what is happening outside there. This is why I'm warning people about what is coming. I'm warning people, boy. Humans are something special, boy. You warning them. Everything I've stated before, every single thing has come to pass. Everything. I stated that SKERRIT them is gonna increase salary, increase taxes and fees and all those kind of things there. The man went after credit union, boy, hey, credit union was built to help the poor, All you know that? Credit union was literally built to help the poor, not the middle class, the poor. Brothers and sisters, the bank was made for the middle class. Credit union was made for the poor, man. Go after credit union. That's anyways, let me continue right there. So this is concerning as it follows the previous increase and seems to be part of a broader trend where essential commodities and services are experiencing price hikes, brothers and sisters. Definitely the case right there. I have noticed that prices for other essentials such as food items, that is for sure, has happened. Specifically goods like rum. Well, I agree they have to increase on the rum because they know people like rum. So why not increase? We want to make money. Increase it on the thing that people like now. Rum, water, that is crazy right there. Or you can increase taxes on a place that has 365 rivers. Increase taxes on water. Boy, yo. Sometimes I just wonder if I living in an alternative reality because these things should not be happening. When I was about 12, 13 years, brothers and sisters, certain things that I've seen come to pass today. Back then I checked in, but that is impossible. The people never allow these things to happen. One of them was the anti-man business. I say, how man can accept anti-man business to the point now with in Dominica where they take on the rule for that, brothers and sisters. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It's like humans just pushing the envelope. Before you notice, your hand not in the screen. Your hand was there, you know. They keep pushing the envelope, brothers and sisters, pushing it. Before you know, your hand not even in the screen. For you to have a semblance of normalcy. Hey. Anyways, brothers and sisters, the cumulative effect of rising costs is making it increasingly difficult for residents to manage their budget effectively. Facts. Because you have less money coming in. Some people, hélas, I will never forget the lady that told me if she can save $5 for the month, she happy. Yes, she able to meet her expenses, pay her light bills and this kind of things. But if she's able to save $5, 5 easy dollars, she's happy. And now, look, they put the additional. She not going to. What she going to save? What? Well, what she going to save? They already increased water by 15. That means she 15 minus 5. If she make a profit of $5. Even if she make a profit of $5, brothers and sisters, she's on a raising. She's in the negative 10. She negative 10 plus all you're going to put $5. That is negative 15. If she was making a $5 profit. Oh boy. Pricing of water in Dominica compared to other countries, particularly St. Lucia. Brothers and sisters, we have 365 rivers, we claim. We are indicating that we have more rivers than the other Caribbean islands. Not forget, leave out Jamaica. We are indicating that we have more rivers than the rest of the Caribbean islands. The smaller Caribbean islands. Huh? Yet still the Caribbean island water is cheaper than our own. In a place that flows with numerous rivers. A number of rivers, many rivers. Boy. Hey. Help me, Father. It has come to my attention, this individual saying that despite our country having more... I just said that there. This is the first time I'm reading this, you know, by it. Come to the individual's understanding that despite our country having more abundant water resources, the prices of bottled water are significantly higher than those offered by St. Lucia here. Brothers and sisters, Trinidad so far. Trinidad is so far. Yet still Trinidad water is in Dominica and it is cheaper than Dominica water. Trinidad water. We have either 2 or 3 Trinidadian waters here. I've seen Antigua waters here, brothers and sisters. We complaining about people talking about Antigua want to consider being nominated for the leading nature island destination for tourists. We complaining because Antigua, what is Antigua? Antigua. But brothers and sisters, Antigua have bottled water on plane we. Antigua have bottled water on planes. And we cannot even get our bottled water across the Caribbean. Them people have their bottled water on plane. Giving you coming from Dominica, give me a water, Antigua water you're drinking. We have Antigua water in Dominica. That is not insult to injury, my brother. Antigua. Hey, and on top of that now, we have cheaper water. So why is the point of taking Dominica water in the first place? Because we import it, we have more. But let's just tell them stop your water from flowing in your thing so you won't have to pay nothing. Then let them stop. And then all you have to do is just go in the wholesale stores and buy water. The water will be cheaper than the Dominica water itself. Imagine that. Yes, ja. The abundance of water in Dominica, the prices for bottled water are significantly higher than those offered by St. Lucia, Trinidad, just name it, brothers and sisters, which has a much smaller supply of fresh water resources. That is mind-boggling to me. It is crucial for us to understand what factors are contributing to these high prices in Dominica. Crucial. And I've been hearing about the 2.5% that the government has been, what they say the government was handling it, so he decided to go and put the 2.5% on the people. So the people will be handling 100% of the bills, which of course is going to increase the electricity bill, your water bill increasing. Didn't I tell you that these things were going to happen? Didn't I tell you these things, brothers and sisters? Because where there's no surplus coming into the country, remember, Ross was 40% GDP of Dominica. That's gone. Where there's very little surplus or less surplus coming into Dominica, the only way the government is going to survive is when it taxes its people. You don't have to be a trend to see these things now. You just look at other countries and see what's happening. You just look at other countries and see what is happening, brothers and sisters. The same thing that is happening all over the place. Dominica has the advantage of having these set of rivers. I don't think I have 365, but preserve those rivers now. Preserve them. Anyways, brothers and sisters, moving along right there. Interruption to the system. No, Asco. So you paid more money. You paid more money. I know you still have interruptions. These interruptions will happen, brothers and sisters, tomorrow, Friday, October 11th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. They say it's for maintenance in these areas right there. I myself have no idea where the first place is. Case Ongowi. Brothers and sisters, where is this place? The first one you see in the place Ongowi. That one right there that you seen. Where is that place? Case Ongowi. La Plain, Cassie Rose, Bataka. Bataka means rock, something like, I forget. Gillette River or Gauntlet River. Yeah, alright then. Anyways, brothers and sisters, moving along. So of course, we have the whole situation of folks doing stuff in Roseau and happy we are doing wonderful things. But brothers and sisters, what about the places that are hidden? What about the places that are hidden? So we're doing these things for tourists. We say we're setting up road and what have you. Great, wonderful job, nice. What about the other places that tourists will not really be at? For example, this area. Timal is Timal is the journalist on the ground right there, brothers and sisters. So once you hear Shakira, you know it's in the south. That is okay. So Shakira or Shakira, what is your name? Whatever is your name.
This in by the bay. Shakira since 2017, Maria.
Since 2017, that is by the bay. The metal is not metaling anymore. You see the rust on the metal, it's unmetallized, brothers and sisters. It is not metaling right now, brothers and sisters. And it is still on the bay. That is crazy right there. Tourist season, but we know the tourists will hardly come in. But this is Soufriere, SCOTTSHEAD area. So if that is the case, why? Well, that is the people's representation, You know that? That is their representation. The people say probably don't even care.
That is from since Maria 2017. Check me? Don't depend on the sea. See the color of the sea blue. The sea tell you don't do it nothing. It's not a labor right. The sea say if it you depending on to take out them rubbish there. The rubbish stay in there until because it's not a labor right. That's what you call it carrying blue. So please. Check here. That is 2017 with 24 with him. The man that staying there is an ageable man. He can't do shit.
So the man said his house do complete. Don't look like it complete. The man probably try his best his entire life to try and build his house. And that is the best he can do. And then he go inside his house because, hey, he reach an age where he cannot do much. Boy, can you imagine your entire life you work? And I don't know, hey guys, I don't know, but I'm just looking at this. It could be Hurricane Maria or whatever. But the fact that you don't even have funds for you to be able to build back your house, you work your entire life. That. Oh. Kind of reminds me of the guy I know, my father's friend. Working his entire life since he was 16 years old. Had always his goal to build his house. The man built the upstairs and downstairs house. Nice house. Doing carpentry, that was his thing. Nice house the man built. The man never get a chance to go inside his house. No? The day he was supposed to enter his house, that is when he died. Boy. That is, boy. Can you imagine you living and you're at the age that you cannot do nothing, but your house still not finished? Boy!
Strength from very ageable man. Like me, can't do nothing.
Shakira, them don't looking to help him. He probably doesn't support the government. But the government is not for labor rights, you know, brothers and sisters. The government is for everybody. This is why they don't call it the Dominica Labour Party government. They call it the government. When they swear in, they don't say the Dominica Labour Party government. They say the government or Dominica government. Therefore, government is supposed to be for the people, whether they support you or not. Kind of reminds me when I did the interview with Torsi and he was talking about he used to give heavy blows to United Workers Party. He used to give heavy blows to them back in the day. He apparently joined them all, but he used to give them heavy blows. But regardless of the heavy blows he used to give them, they still sent him to school to study. Because the government is not on the basis of whether you support me or not. Hey, the people see I am the most viable, and as a reasons of being the most viable, I can then do things for the people that will benefit everybody. And if you qualify for something, then you can do it. I saw a post somewhere. I can't remember where exactly I saw it, but anyways, let's continue, brothers and sisters. There's a report going out, or a notice, I would have to say. The Roseau Market Authority would like to inform all vendors and patrons that the Minister of Public Works, Public Utility and Digital Economy. What digital economy? And that's probably the whole thing. The digital economy. Alright. I don't think nobody got digital. But anyways, brothers and sisters, digital economy will be carrying out improved works in front of the Access building on the bayfront and into laying lane. I don't know. Probably they missed a word or something. Anyways, that lane there, brothers and sisters, on Friday 9th, that was happening yesterday, and Sunday 13th October. Of course, they will be doing that stuff. Due to this improvement, works all vendors using these areas will be relocated to another section on the Roseau Market, off the Roseau Market. For further information, you can clarify these numbers right there. The Roseau Market apologize, of course. Yes, for any inconvenience caused. I sure is that they're going to say for any for any inconvenience caused, just like Dominic would say. They don't care, you know. But we apologize for any inconvenience caused. Apology for what? You know, like when you beat somebody and you say, "I'm sorry, I wouldn't do it again." Tomorrow they come and beat your backside up. They beating you worse than they beat you before. And they say, "Hey, last, I didn't mean to do it. Nah, I was just in my emotions or whatever." Like, okay, are you sorry? And you forgive the person. They come and beat you again the next. That's how Dominica does do it, people, boy. Anyways, moving along right there, brothers and sisters. We have this individual that just came from prison.
Free action.
Yes, my government. Anthony Scotland. Just came from Stock Farm, but I'm telling my people, it doesn't matter. Even though I go jail and labor to check me, but I still love labor. Labor! I'm here. Take care of me. Labor power. Even the cigarette red, the bag red. So labor, I'm here. The election is December, but let me think.
He say yeah, election is December, so probably he out. So you're checking, well, hey, check me now, check me. I can vote for you. Not true. I can vote for you, Labour. Check me. Labour shouldn't be checking you, my brother. Labour should be checking the entire country. But it's interesting that he's talking about, hey, Labour, check me, for him to get something. Because people are like this. People look for what they can get, not what they can give. They look for what they can receive, not what they can give. It seems like the government is doing the same thing too. What can we receive, not give? If we give, just by chance we have to give. But brothers and sisters, I've been saying something rather interesting, and people realizing what I've been saying. I've been saying, brothers and sisters, the government building roads, they build hospitals, they do a number of things that have nothing to do with the elevation of the people at all. May say quick. Yeah. Okay then. We in waters right there, brothers. Anyways, so yeah, so the government has been doing a number of things that has absolutely nothing to do with the elevation of the people. They build hospitals, the hospitals still lacking stuff. We had nice looking buildings, you know, but just like Postmo said, have a smart hospital. Not only basis that you can do smarter operations, you know, or better operations, or have better equipment to do certain things. They talk about the light bulb, clapping. That's good. Let me leave that one there. Clapping, yes. Well, motion sensor. Lights will come on, and you know, this kind of things there. That is what they promote, you know. Brothers and sisters, what has the government of Dominica done? And keep in mind, I'm also talking to United States people. What has Kamala done that has elevated anybody at all in any way, shape, or form? What has Roosevelt Douglas done? Roosevelt, SKERRIT, what I say now? What has SKERRIT done, brothers and sisters, that has elevated anybody in any way, shape, or form? And not about begging so he give you money. What has he done in the economy that can actually say, okay, he has done this and this has helped. There, he has done this and they have, and he has, and that have helped. What have they done for the youth? What have they done? What have they done to elevate this standing of people? Right now, they're struggling. Right now, the United States struggling with FEMA, saying that, you know, all the monies apparently went to the illegal immigrants, and the citizens themselves who supposed to benefit from FEMA, they're giving them 700. Can you imagine your house mash up, everything mash up, your house go underwater, and you're getting $750 for you to recover, whereas they give billions of dollars to illegal. But you know, I guess that's all the people want. Look, my partner coming back for labor because you want to probably get the money. But if labor don't check you in jail, you think it's outside they can check you? Huh? You think labor don't even check their own people in the constituency? You see, he come in and check you, boy. Some of you greater than fiction, my brother. Anyways, moving along, my dear brothers and sisters. Once you carry interesting stuff, your own water, you will learn the value of every drop. Now, apparently, Dominica has this. The SKERRIT them have created a dependency state. So with the dependency, they always, you know, they reliant on the government. So everywhere bad. We everywhere bad. That's not the case, you know, brothers and sisters. The economies might not be doing as well as, like, let's say, United States. But if you're in level 10, brothers and sisters, and everybody at level 50, and United States is at 60 or 65%, you at level 10. Why don't we try to get to level 25 at least, you know, or level 30? Everybody at 50, we at level 10, and you're saying it bad everywhere. 100% is striving to be, you know. 100% is perfection. Obviously, nobody can be perfect. There will all be, you know, things here and there. Other Caribbean countries are at 55%. Dominica at 10, struggling for it to go down. It's trying its best to go, boy. It's trying its best for it to get less. This is why it's important, brothers and sisters, that culture needs to disappear. And I see the same thing being pushed in the United States socialistic environment. Oh, let's do this and let's take from the people who work hard and utilize the very laws that they have created to boost themselves. They say, no, let's tax them and give the people who are not. And don't get me wrong, not everybody lazy, but there's a good amount of people who are lazy. I remember when the whole Rona situation was happening, you know, and people realized that the stimulus that they were getting was more than the actual jobs, so they used to quit their jobs. Because you can't get it if you employ. They used to quit their jobs for them to get the stimulus. Can you, boy? So that is the kind of a notion where people, hey, give to me, me, I want, me. Let's take from them. They work hard for their thing, you know. They work hard. That is what they deserve. But no. Me, I want from their own. Give me, me. It's interesting, brothers and sisters. But if we were to understand that very sentiment right there, once you can carry your own water, you will learn the value of every single drop, and not just carrying your own water. You know, you actually you carrying the water, and you have to use the water, because sometimes you might be carrying the water for somebody else. When you carry the water for somebody else, you don't really care. Now they're paying you to carry the water, you're bringing some water for them. But brothers and sisters, if you are the one who are benefiting from that water, you will truly know the value of every drop. And I think that is something that needs to be implemented, especially from children growing up. Because we're growing up now with a mentality, hey, okay, let me get something from the government. Did the government do give me nothing and I vote for them? Really? Really? That's interesting. Anyways, this is Hector John, and Hector John is speaking some truth right there. He's indicating that he lives in a country where people are afraid of the very government that they are the one electing. They're afraid of the person that they have the power over to say, no, you're not coming there again. They're afraid. Oh boy, I tell you, brainwashing is a hell of a thing, eh? But Hector is saying, I live in a country where people are afraid of the government. That is the 24 years problem. Can you imagine, you know the problem, you know the solution is to take out that problem, and you're still voting for that problem so you can have a better outcome, knowing that a better outcome is not going to be coming? You just hope. Brothers and sisters, it's one thing to know that an outcome is going to be cemented. As long as SKERRIT is there, Dominica will forever go down. You know that is a fact, but you believe otherwise, and you vote in because you feel that maybe he might do something better. 24 years of the same thing. Humans, boy. Humans are truly something else. Kind of reminds you of the United States elections as well. Then people blaming Donald Trump for the economy. Donald Trump has been there for 4 years. Kamala them going on 4 years. That is 4. That is the Democratic Party. 4. Obama them 8. That is 12. Who was before him? Bush. But Bush them all part of the problem. But 4 out of the 12 years, or 4 of the 16 years, and the people who have been there for 12 years blaming the one that was there for 4 years. And the one that was there for 4 years did the economy much better. The unemployment rate reached a record-breaking 3.5%. Never before seen in the United States. Unemployment rate. Kamala them in charge now. It went from 4.1 to 4.2. So it go up. Inflation has been above 20%. Under the previous administration, under Trump, it was 1.6 or 1.2. Inflation, 20%. And we complaining, brothers and sisters. When I tell people, sometimes I talk heavily about the United States policies because it will affect Dominica, it will affect the Caribbean. SKERRIT himself admitted when the United States sneeze, we get the cold. Because when inflation goes up and you buy stuff from the United States, guess what? Guess what? You're paying a higher price for something that was cost less or valued less because of inflation. They call it the invisible tax on the people. Inflation, the value of money. Just like when you see inflation in the bank, you get 2%. But inflation is at 5%, which means your bank account is worth negative 3%. Even though you see it go up. The amount is not it, brothers and sisters. Quantity, people looking at, not quality. They're looking at the quality of the quantity that they have. Brothers and sisters, even if your quantity increase, the value of that quantity increasing will decrease. Yo, people, boy. Anyways, let me finish what you were saying right there. I live in a country where people are afraid of the government. That is the 24 years old problem. But always find an issue with the opposition. Interesting. The opposition has been gone since 2000 or 1999. 1999. 24 years. And people still not realizing what the problem is, boy. Boy, humans, boy. Boy, you just freaked me out, man. People will support the Democratic Party. I have seen black communities and I've seen Republican communities and Democratic communities. Brothers and sisters, you can Google this for yourself. You can Google that for yourself. The striving communities are where majority Republican community. Doesn't mean all of them, but majority. Let's say there are 10 Republican communities. 8 out of the 10 are striving. In the Democratic Party is the opposite. 8 out of the 10 is not striving. Yet still they will look at the 2 that striving and say, hey, we can be like these. Not realizing that the policies that are affecting each other. Boy. But you know what, brothers and sisters, of the government actually giving back to its people, Send Kits is back in action again. Send Kits have brought their duty-free vibrations allowance, and they say enjoy more savings this holiday, brothers and sisters. Just like when people come and say, oh, it's happening everywhere. Well, why isn't that happening in Dominica? Why? Because maybe the economy doing better than Dominica one, smaller than Dominica, you know, but better. Send Kitts and Nevis, and they have to handle two islands. They are handling. Dominica handling one that's a really big and they can't do half what Send Kitts is doing. Anyways, Christmas duty for the almost Send Kitts individuals watching the videos right now, effective November 15th, that's next month, to January 31st. You'll be able to save big for the holiday season. Allowance for non-commercial importers and travelers. Give packages of foodstuff. First £400, no duty. So make sure your things stay below 400. What you can do? 400 for auntie. Put in another 400 for uncle and 400 for nephew and so forth. You will be able to get these things under different names. They didn't say family package, you know. They say give packages of foodstuff. All right then. Non-commercial imports. Imports duty-free allowance of EC $675, that's $250 off. The tax thing, I think that there. And they say shop responsibly. Well, let's hope that Dominica can get something like that. Huh? Let's see. They won't starting in November, half month November, going all the way to the end of January 2025. So they can come in, and then they have VAT days, they have all kind of things. They're giving back something to the people. Hey, come and get some. Thanks for working so hard or whatever. Let's. Dominica one, I think last was 2 weeks. Last year was 2 weeks. So that means you have to get your stuff within that time frame. And when they send the memo, the time already start. The time had already start. So let's say they say from December 15th to December 30th. They send the letter December 16th. Boy, those people are easy. Anyways, guys, what are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. Only one video I'm doing, guys. This one was a long one, but I definitely have to give my thoughts in that regard. What are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, right there and then. It's about Mystelics once again, guys. Be real. Check out. Don't forget to check out the latest vlog that actually dropped. That'll be the first comment in the comment box below, guys. Be real. Salute the king always. Be positive.